Hello all commanders and welcome back to Nikke, Goddess of Victory. And today we're going to try and kind of get a little more into this game. I'm going to try to, I'd say into it like I haven't been playing it. I'm more so referring to the content creation. If you take a look at my level up there in the top left. No, yeah, I've been playing the game quite a lot. But I do want to actually try to make some semi-consistent content, nothing too crazy. But I do at the very least want to go over some of the characters in the game, starting with the first character to be released after the conclusion of the summer event. Is it EIN? Again, my terribleness with names carries over no matter what game I'm playing. I think her name is pronounced EIN. So that's what I'm gonna go with. EIN over here is coming to us as an Electric Code Missilus Nikke. And, if we take a look at the ratings from everybody's favorite tier list, site, Pridwin? Man, I can't pronounce crap. Pridwin, the tier list site that everybody uses. I don't know how she scores on her exams, but she seems to score just fine in combat. So let's actually talk about her and see what she's cooking with. First of all, again, Electric Code Nikke. She is a sniper rifle character, very, very popular weapon type there, and she is an attacker character, and attack she most certainly does. So if we take a look at her skill 1, over here at level 10, activates when entering battle, affects self, summons 4 near feathers. The near feathers basically seem to be like her little floating little turret drone things that will more or less attack independently at least one time. And then activates when entering burst skill stage 3, affects self, and that's just a nice chunky attack boost. Now it does seem to focus specifically on her doing it, if I'm not mistaken, because of the specific wording here. Like, there's other characters that are like, oh, you get this boost when you're in full burst. This specifies burst skill stage 3, which leads me to believe that you only get this buff if she's the one who's using it, which I guess makes sense. Taking a look at her skill 2 here, activates when near feather is summoned. The near feather attack deals 90% of final attack as true damage. Now, it is interesting because if you take a look at it, that percentage seems low on its own, but there's a few things. First of all, she gets the 4 near feathers right at the very beginning. That'll pop the enemy, like, immediately. And it deals true damage, which basically means it's going to completely and totally ignore defense, especially with some recent bosses like the freaking a-hole mirror container that just got released recently. Being able to ignore defense is nice. I hate that mirror container so dang much. It took me an unreasonable amount of time to even figure out how it worked, and even more time to figure out how to actually put the thing down. So basically, when the near feathers are summoned, they get to attack, basically. And then activates when attacking with a full charge. She gets some higher charge damage for one shot. Basically just cranking up her damage for all of her bullets by 80%. And then for her level 3 burst here, it is a 40-second cooldown, which of course standard for burst 3 characters. Summons 6 near feathers. True damage goes up by 55.3%. And her charge damage goes up by 140% and some change. And then affects 10 enemy units with the highest defense, deals 300% of final attack as true damage, which is a chunky hit that is just going to straight up ignore any rapture defense on the field. Now, of course, first of all, the true damage mechanic that she does make her one of a kind. I don't think we have a lot of true damage characters, if any. I think technically speaking, I think LaPlaz with her favorite item is a true damage character, but I might be totally wrong about that, actually. I'm really not sure. If we do take a brief glance at LaPlaz, I seem to think that she has true damage in her abilities here. Yeah, okay. So her burst skill, actually no, she has true damage built into her burst skill just in general, actually. For some reason I thought it was exclusive to her favorite skill, but no, actually she just straight up has that. The kicker with that is it only affects targets when her hero vision is stacked, and it is admittedly a low percentage. I don't know how much it necessarily adds. I don't know if it's like every hit of her beam from her burst skill, if it's like every hit that does that true damage or what. It's hard to say. Point is though that EIN over here is like specifying in true damage to ignore those pesky high defense bosses. Now, the near feathers I find very interesting because it seems to basically be like the near feathers are summoned, they shoot, and then they're done. So let's actually take a look in the firing range here to actually see what she does. She's basically meant to be the free-to-play competition to basically Scarlet, if I'm not mistaken. Let's see. Oh, hold on. Oh, really? You're gonna do that? That's fine. It doesn't matter. Let's see. Does it let me try her out? Yeah, there she is. We'll stick her right there. I'll bring you crown, of course. And then as far as anybody else goes, let's throw in a Maxwell and a Noir just for the heck of it. So we're gonna take a look here and actually see what her animations seem to do. Not necessarily a damage test per se. I just kind of want to take her out and check out her animations. Like I said, the ratings that she's been given are very high, specifically for solo bosses, not counting story load deficit because that's so rarely a factor anyway. Her highest stat, or her highest rating, is for solo bosses, which makes perfect sense. The kicker is, with her near feathers, if there's multiple enemies on the field, it's really gonna kind of divide up what they're gonna hit. Okay, so there's the near feathers right there, and they're not like going away or anything. Oh, okay. That's kind of cool. They're all flying around and doing stuff. That's pretty sweet, actually. I'm not gonna lie. I like that. I like that a lot. So she keeps the 4. I don't know if that means that they're constantly attacking. That seems to be what they're implying. Oh, actually, one did just disappear just now. So it looks like they might have a limit to how long they actually do last, which is fascinating. I do like the animations of having them all just flying around shooting stuff. I actually like that a lot. That is very cool. But I do, like I said, I question how they actually work because, quite frankly, I do not fully understand. Like, one just disappeared there, and I imagine if she didn't burst at all, the others would disappear eventually anyway. She gets the 6 for her burst, and then at the end of the burst, that goes down to 4, question mark? Yeah, it did, okay. So 4 seems to be what she's gonna stick with most of the time. Of course, she'll have probably done the most damage of the team here.
Your king has won another victory.
Okay, I guess Crown did have the elemental advantage on that one because I selected the wrong one, which is kind of hilarious. Point is, though, that it's an interesting factor with how she effectively becomes a turret generator in addition to her normal attacks. This can definitely be a problem against more than one enemy, because it basically means that if there's other enemies in the field, her damage is going to become a bit distracted, because I don't think you can really guide her near feathers. You're basically just hoping that they hit the right enemy. That said, if you're fighting a boss, where it's only one or a limited number of ads, she's not going to care. They're all going to hit the one boss anyway, dealing true damage. So yeah, honestly, really good character. This is honestly, I'm really getting free-to-play Scarlet vibes, being that she is an electric code Nikke with serious damage. I don't know what other electric codes we have. Let's see what I'm cooking with currently. We're taking a look at this. We do have, of course, Summer and Nice, and that's really the only major competition to Scarlet. I mean, Maid Privity is okay by Elysion standards. Maid Privity is amazing, but by other standards, it's meh. Heron and Isabel also are kind of meh, especially when compared to the Queen of Electric Damage that is Scarlet. And then Summer and Nice is fantastic as well. But this new Electric Code character will give people some options, plus true damage to punch through the pesky bulky raptures. Not a bad thing. So, should you summon on EIN? Absolutely positively not. No. Big no. That's if we're ranking the summon potential on a scale of 1 to 10, the answer is -1. Because a few reasons. One, we all just got totally drained from the summer event. Drained in many ways, if you know what I mean. Wink, 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 wink. We currently still have a couple summer units in the shop here. We of course have Summer Rosanna, Summer and Nice, who is highly superior, and Summer Helm as well, who is pretty good. And again, by Elysion units, she might as well be the best character in the game, because Elysion just really, really struggles. There's also a very high chance that in the near future, we will get a collaboration of some kind, which would be kind of nice. Plus, let us not forget that in a few months, we'll get the 1-year anniversary, which, I mean, they haven't confirmed it's going to be Cinderella. But if it's not Cinderella, I would be genuinely shocked. So just wait for the end of the update, put EIN in your wish list, and call it a day. So, yeah, that is all we have for today. Like I said, gonna try and keep doing some Nikke-focused content in addition to my Invincible-flavored content. So if you did like this video, check out my little Nikke compilation I did, going over the summer event. And subscribe to the channel if you have not already, and we shall see you next time. Have a good one.